So, Jamie, can you tell, we're in a different time right now. There's a lot of people teleworking. There's a lot of people that are disconnected from their friends, their family. What tips or advice do you have for those that are maybe feel alone, or there's a lot going on?
Yeah. Hey, Mohawk Matt, great question. And, actually talking to you today has made me feel enthusiastic and full of energy because I just want to go out and invent something now or test it, in the virtual laboratory of the CNA 6th Fleet area of operations here that we discussed earlier. Well, when we started this protective force because of the coronavirus, we have to take care of our people so we can still go to sea and fight our ships. The term social distancing was the term of art. And that has evolved. And now people like the Chief of Naval Operations and my boss, General Walters, are using the term physical distancing. So it's necessary to keep yourselves apart from your fellow human being by at least 6 feet, or in the Navy, we say a fathom, right? And the new requirement that if you are unable to do that, then you have to have some kind of mask on. It just came out from the Secretary of Defense this weekend. But what physical distancing will lead to and what lack of interaction will lead to has potentially serious consequences because it is not the human domain. It's not the normal human manner in which we socialize and interact with one another. I mean, humans are very personal people. There's some who are more extroverted than others, but it's very, very important that we continue to communicate. And so I would say at this time when we have to maintain physical distancing, or we have to have some personnel who have come in contact or been symptomatic for the virus while they're being tested, they have to be limited in their ability to move around the base of the theater. You need to maintain contact with them. And as I said in my last town hall about a week ago, hey, at least once a day, pick up the phone and call somebody. And the first question shouldn't be, hey, while you're at home teleworking, you owe me this report, how's it going? It should be, how do you feel? How are you doing? How's your day going? How are you adapting to this new environment? How is your family? How's your wife? How's your kids, your spouse, your dog? And talk to them about what's going on. And then remain silent on the net and let them tell you. And in some cases, you may be surprised because you meet with a response that's very enthusiastic and ebullient and happy. And, hey, I understand. There may be others who are not adapting so well, and they may need your help. And we certainly want to reach out and we want to help them. I mean, part of my week is calling around the theater and talking to U.S. ambassadors in places like, Djibouti, throughout Europe and the Balkans. Or I talked to Ambassador Matt Tuller, who's in Iraq, so we have the NATO mission in Iraq. Ambassador Tuller is one of the most brilliant diplomats that I've ever met. He's been in the Middle East most of his life. Like Ambassador Andre down in Djibouti, where we have a base, Camp Lemonnier, and he served in Africa in most assignments in his life. And it was just nice to say hi to them. And first question, how are you doing, sir? How's your day going? And then to hear from them the environment that our American sailors and Marines and Joint Forces and NATO people are operating in. And there's value added both ways. And so I would say maintain the lines of communication open and be a good listener. And then if you hear somebody crying out for help, give them that help. That's your job as a leader.
That's excellent. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Absolutely.